Residential, the filmmaking experience that I had was quite little.
So I hadn't had much filmmaking experience beforehand. I just used to make like quirky little YouTube videos that I'd throw up online and I'd just show to my friends and stuff.
I had done like a small acting course that we'd learnt the basics of filmmaking.
I also did a course at the BYFA, which is in Manchester, and that was the first filmmaking thing that I did.
I don't really have much experience in actual making film. I've acted in like several short films.
I took part in a cashback project with MyPass not long ago.
So before this experience, I did the BFI in my local area, so in Manchester.
I didn't have a great deal in film specifically. I had a little bit of acting in theatre and a little bit of writing for theatre.
Everything we've been doing on the residential, they've covered pretty much everything. They've done a really good job of it. There seems to be kind of like an unlimited wealth of information from kind of every department.
So we did masterclasses in each department. So we went from sound, cinematography, production, directing and screenwriting.
We had 3 stages, so like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and then as each stage goes on, you're like more in depth in the field.
We learned all the different things, like how to operate a camera,
How to set up like the productions and make sure that you've got all the risk assessments done and that everything's covered.
Learning about the actual equipment, setting it up, and then what each function does.
And just learned how to work in a team, most of all, with other people, how to get through so many challenges while making a film, because there's always so many.
The last course I done, we done sound into the camera, and then we done sound separately here, so that was completely different, and it was something new I learned, which was really, really good.
And then some nights we had master classes. It would last about 2 hours each, and it was like directors and producers or people who work in film festivals.
Since they have experience in industry, it was a great way to get insight and learn more about it.
We've also been doing NCFE stuff where we had to write down like things that we've learned, something we found interesting and what we've improved on, which I found actually quite helpful. Like actually looking back at what I've learned during the lesson, because sometimes I feel like I don't remember what I'm learning and I just do it.
The tutors are great. I mean, they've got so much experience that they've just given it all to us.
They're all quite laid back as well, so it's not like school.
And all the mentors have been really friendly and helpful and taught us all a lot. And they're all really approachable as well, so you could just go out to them and ask them questions.
They all really love what they do and they really take pride in what they do.
It feels like a home away from home, basically, being with all the tutors, and they really want to help you.
They really reached out to you in a personal level. They didn't really patronise you like teachers did.
I really like the tutors because they were all very open, and they were no question was stupid basically. And I like the way the groups were sort of mixed up consistently to make sure that everyone sort of knew each other and found out more about each other.
The most intense filmmaking, educational, theory, practical, everything. It was hands-on, but I think that was the best approach to get it into your head. Just keep drilling it in with each masterclass.
I think the most important thing I learned during this residential is to have more confidence in myself.
I guess teamwork, because I hadn't really worked, because in terms of the number of people I worked with, it was quite a large amount. I hadn't worked with that many people before.
Attention to detail, especially in production, I wouldn't at all think about any release forms or stuff.
Stop trying to take control. When I want to, for instance with editing, I'd like to do my own editing, but having to work today, you need to let everyone have their say. Learning how to do the mixings and recordings, because I'm most interested in sound.
I understand each role a lot better, and I'd feel more comfortable trying to make a film on my own.
The best way to learn things and get experience is just getting yourself out there and doing it.
the thing that I've enjoyed the most is meeting all these new people from like different parts of Britain.
I actually enjoyed that I got to do something different. I got to do something that I wasn't used to, so I got to learn new things instead of just doing the same old thing again and again.
It's just a really intimate experience and you get to know each other really, really well. So I've enjoyed that probably the most, is that, you know, you got a team, and that really reflects when you do your production, because you just got that relationship.
Working with people that are actually interested in the same things, you know, it's good fun to meet all these people that have the same interests.
Actually learning about the industry itself, because you can go on the internet and learn all about like techniques and everything, but to actually learn about the industry from people who are in the industry is like invaluable, and it's great.
Getting everyone to finish ahead of schedule, because I was producer, and so that was kind of the aim, to get everything, to schedule the shoot right so we could get everything done in the amount of time, so we actually got done quicker.
Friends I've made, I guess, like, yeah. They've all been very lovely, and I'm sure we'll like meet up in the future and like collaborate on something else.
Usually it takes me quite a while to adjust to new people and be able to talk to them comfortably, but I felt in this course everyone was so nice and everything. I managed to come out of my shell quicker.
Learning how to use a camera was before the only thing I really knew was zoom in, see about record.
Gaining more confidence. I don't think I was very confident with what I was doing with film and photography and stuff. And this course has shown me that it doesn't really matter how professional you are. It's just you make what you enjoy and you do it because you enjoy it, I guess.
I'm gonna go out and make more stuff. I'm gonna try and just every time I get an idea, write it down, vomit script, as Brian said, and not be afraid to do things differently.
I'm going to use what I learned to try and make short films and actually try and get funding and actually try and make them as best as I can, and then hopefully improve.
Let's go to America to work in the industry there, but right now I'm just going to study my HNC TV production.
I'm definitely going to try and start making my own films independently.
Hopefully going to university for sound production.
I plan on applying to NFTS, which is a film school in London.
Get on with my stuff and like network and keep in contact with people, so yeah, making more films. If you want to be in the film industry and like if you want to be a filmmaker, like this course is just it's practical and it has theory.
I say definitely go for it, do it, just apply and you'll learn so much, and if you are seriously interested in filmmaking then it's a great experience, an invaluable experience.
Apply. Don't think about it, do it. It'll be the best experience, and meeting new people. I've made friends here that I would love to keep in contact with, and I know I will keep in contact with.
Don't even think about it, just do it, because you won't regret it, especially if you love films.
100% do it, like really just go for it. It's an amazing experience, it's so fun, and just yeah, do it, it's fun.
It pushes you out of your comfort zone and it puts you in situations where you have to really think for yourself, which makes you develop as a person as well.
Just go for any opportunity like this if it comes your way, because it's great.